But what are really build up boomers, Gen X, and Y? For instance, Gen X were found to be less loyal to the company and more oriented towards their personal sphere than boomers. Gen X and boomers correlated one's worth with doing a good job and wanted to be treated like valuable members of society and of organizations. Boomers, says Cooper Schmidt, are categorized by a lack of respect for loyalty, authority, and social institutions, and prefer self-gratification. They are principally motivated by money and pressure to care for both aging parents and their own children. Their self-worth is tied to their work, although they are disappointed in the workplace environment, that it's not really evolving in the manner they'd prefer. Generation X experienced tradition decline, downsizing, family insecurity, and rapid change. They avoid long-term commitment to jobs, hierarchical reverence, and think that maintaining marketability is their key to success. They are really disillusioned with the older generations and with the younger ones. The strengths of Gen X individuals include their techno-competence, multitasking, and individual work. Millennial employees have a propensity to view a job as an occupation rather than a profession because they were brought up in the child-centric era and have adopted moral relativism. And overall, boomers reported higher work ethic than the other generations. Boomers believe that hard work leads towards success more than the other generations and can better delay gratification. Gen Z despised this concept of discretionary effort over consistent time. When we analyze generations, we often think of 5 types of rewards, according to Twenge. Leisure rewards, referring to work-life balance. Extrinsic rewards, referring to pay, material possessions, and prestige. Intrinsic rewards, referring to being motivated to work for personal reasons, including ideas on meaning and spirituality. Altruistic rewards, referring to the motivation to help others and society through work. And social rewards, referring to the need to belong or to be connected. For instance, leisure rewards is more important for the younger generations in comparison to the older generations. Now, let's move on to the characteristics of Gen Z. Can you please write in the chat a few characteristics that come to mind when you think about Gen Z from your experience, either with your Gen Z clients or with your Gen Z children? I'm reading some previous comments. They don't do phone calls, text. They don't fully read emails and text. Yes, they have social anxiety. That is also correct. They are screen dependent. It is true because they are the native digital generations. They do think they can become a millionaire through social media. No resilience. We will address that in a moment, and more likely to avoid discomfort. That is also true. Partly because they were never taught on how to deal with discomfort or how to deal with conflict. Indeed, Tina, they are more willing to explore emotions, which is a reason for which it's great to have them as clients, and they're more open to discuss, less rigid in their opinions. That is also true. Here's what we know about them from research. Twenge remarks that Gen Z are physically safer, but emotionally more fragile. The context is spending less time connected in person and more time connecting virtually. They have a tendency to curate their social media image through social media. They seek immediate validation and attempt to eschew conflict, as someone said in the comments. Gen Z are underprepared for work roles because they were influenced by their smartphones, by social media, and also by social justice movements. Factors such as flexible work practices, rewards and recognition, compensation and benefits, feedback-seeking behavior influence Gen Z in the workplace. The job design from